Okay, so here you can see that it's about 12 inches. And what I forgot to mention in the beginning is to leave a long tail so that when you fold it up, you'll be able to sew this side in with this long tail here. So I'm just finishing my very last row, and I'm going to put it in the last stitch. Okay, now what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And what you should do is put a little stitch marker in the top of that chain 3, so it's 1, 2, 3 right here, so that when you come back to it, you'll be able to see where you're going. And then when your eye gets used to it, you won't have to put it in there anymore. But for a beginner or intermediate, it's a good thing to do. Alright, so we are going to turn it around, and this counts as your first double crochet. And we're not going to put a double crochet in that very same stitch. We're going to put it in the next one. So we'll wrap it around and we're putting it in that very next one. And then we'll do a double crochet. Okay, now we're going to start our pretty shells. So we skip 4 and then we put it in the 5th one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to put it in that one right there. So we wrap it around, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do a double crochet and a chain 1. And then another double crochet and a chain 1, and a third double crochet, chain 1, and a 4th, all in the same hole. But we're not going to chain the very last one. So you see, we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the center, and that's where we're going to go into when we do our next row. So then we're going to do the same thing. We'll get our yarn prepared around our hook, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and go into the 5th hole. And we're going to do 4 double crochets. So 1 with the chain, 2 with the chain, 3 with the chain, and the 4th one does not receive a chain. So that's our second shell made. Continue on down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th hole. 1, 2, whoops, chain, 3, chain, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now we're getting to the end. So the very last one, we skip the same number, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we go into the 5th one. But we're going to do 2 double crochets in this last stitch. So 1 and 2. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to mark that to make it a little easier for the next time, right in the top of that 3rd chain. And then we're going to turn it around and we're going to go do the same thing. We're not going to put it in the same exact stitch. We're going to put it in the very next one, a double crochet. Okay, now wrap it around. We're going to put it in the very top of the very middle of this shell. So there's two doubles and there's two doubles. So right in the middle and this big space, we're going to do another shell, which is double crochet, chain one, second double crochet, chain one, same hole, 3 double crochet, chain one, and the 4th double crochet. Then we're going to wrap it around and we're going to go into this one in the same hole right here. 1, 2, whoops, 3, and 4. Okay, in the middle of this one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, one more. Double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain, double crochet, chain, double crochet. Okay, so that's 4 in that one. Now, here we go. The very last one, you see there's your 2 double crochets, or maybe that one was a chain. So we're going to go right where we put our little stitch marker to make it easier. I'll leave that there for a minute, and we do a double crochet, and then one more double crochet in the same stitch. Double crochet. Now we'll take out our stitch marker and we're going to do chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll put our stitch marker in the top of that chain 3 till we get used to it. And we turn our work around and we have 2 rows. So remember, the beginning of each row you're going to put your double crochet in not in the same stitch as your chain 3, but the very next one right there. And that makes your 2 coming up the side. And then you're going to do the same thing all the way across, and then in this last chain here you're going to put 2 double crochets. So always at the end of each row is 2 double crochets. In the beginning of each row, after your chain 3, it's 1.